Well, this is, I think, our 18th time here. I'm a teacher in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and we generally bring a delegation of about 24. We've had upwards of about 40 students, and professionally for me, you know, to have access to, you know, the speakers and just hearing just top-notch research and change and yeah, just having that kind of access to these speakers is just a wonderful thing. And I think, you know, it's mostly for my students, but for us, my colleague and I have been going together for years, and it's just a wonderful thing.
I think it helps them increase their knowledge of science just to realize that people are doing science, and what they're doing affects, like, for example, now what we eat, how we eat, how food is distributed, and the things surrounding the issue of food that you might not think about if you aren't aware. So I think one thing the Nobel Conference really does is raise awareness for science and what's actually happening out in the world.
Honestly, sort of the prestige and academic notability that it gives the college. There's no other event on campus that really brings so many just academic people. It's an event that's known all over Minnesota for sure. I know that there's schools as far away as North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin showing up to this event. So it's really, I mean, nothing else on campus sort of draws that much attention. Building Bridges does a good job on sort of the social issues side, but as far as academics goes, this is it. This is sort of our key event.
We always get a lot out of the conference.
Yeah.
The speeches are terrific, the questions and answers are terrific. We're happy to be here.
It sounded really interesting. Food, has a lot of implications all around the world, especially in anthropology. We talk a lot about food and how it affects culture.
You know, I graduated in biology, so science, I'm very interested in science, but I like that they apply science to the issues of the day, and it's such a wide spectrum of different outlooks on a different scientific issue.
Well, I always learn things by listening to the great speakers. It's so much fun just to learn new things, new ideas.
I learned today the importance of reading the labels. She talked a little bit about what the companies put on their labels. It's more marketing than actual food products, what's inside of them. So I learned the importance of reading labels, understanding what I'm actually consuming instead of just looking at the box.
I have come to about 30 Nobel conferences, and now I come with a group of adult learners from the University of Minnesota. The group has been coming, it changes constituency. It has been coming for 10 years. This is the 11th year, and we bring about 55 people on a bus.
It's really interesting to listen to some of the speakers because these are really famous people that have done a lot of really important research, and it's really neat to hear their opinions and their views. So.
This is my third Nobel Conference. I find it probably the most stimulating series I attend each year. I'm very interested in food. I'm a public health nurse, and I work with children. Yes, any hints to help motivate people to eat better food?
Well, it brings in people from everywhere to think about subjects that are really important to our livelihood, and nothing could be, I think, more important than learning how to eat properly.
The food was such an easy topic for people to be interested in because our high schools have been trying to have healthy foods, and the colleges have been. Plus the fact that get them to know each other and maybe network when we get home.
What do I love about the Nobel Conference? Number one, it's here at Gustavus. You know, you've got speakers from this year. You've got speakers from Italy. You've got speakers from India. You've got the Secretary of Agriculture from Finland there. You want to go to an international conference? Come to St. Peter, Minnesota. Don't leave the state, come to St. Peter. I think everybody's curiosity is the same and is equal at the Nobel Conference. You know, you can be sitting in the audience and have a physician sitting next to a farmer, or a musician sitting next to a mechanic, and they all have the same collective curiosity. And I think that's what keeps people coming back is, you know, everybody's equal in their love for the topic.